Right, hello. Welcome to the very first sort of practical tutorial on C# scripting. Today we're going to have a look at the functions and the special built-in functions and what they actually do. So we're going to create a new C# script which I'm going to call Start and Awake. Which might give you away what we're going to be looking at today. So I'm going to open this up. What we're going to be looking at first of all is in the last one I quickly ran through what you get in a default C# script that Unity creates. Today we want to be looking at this particular function. So I'm going to delete that one out. Okay, it says use this for initialization. And it says start. So this is the start function. This particular function has a very similar function, and this is what I want to look at today, the difference between the two. So what I'm going to do is write void awake, and notice how all I've done straight away is write the same structure as the start function. Now these two functions are very, very similar, but do run in a slightly different way and are very, very useful. So what we're going to do is put in our very first bit of code, and in start we're going to go debug.log, open and close brackets, and we end a command line with a semicolon. Now inside the brackets we can then write a message. So in quote marks I'm going to write hello, and that's it. I'm going to save that. Now what that's going to do is this function start runs once, so it runs all the code between these two curly brackets once, and it runs it when we start the scene. Sorry. However, there's special provisos as to when it does run, which is what we're going to look at now. So what I've got here is I have created an empty game object, and I've called it script holder, and I'm going to use that to hold the scripts. So I'm going to drag and attach this. When I press play, that script will run, and you've noticed in the console debug.log writes the message hello. So it's written it there, hello. Over on the right hand side you'll see the number 1, and that's how many times it's written it. Okay, so that's quite important, especially when we move on to update functions. So if we did exactly the same thing inside the awake function and press play for that, what we've got now is it's just written hello twice. There's no discernible difference. You can't really tell what the difference is, and just to check it is the two different functions writing it, we're going to change this message. So we're going to call this, we're going to go hello start, and this one's going to say hello awake. So if we save that and go back, what we've got, there we go, it says hello awake, and it's done it once, and it says hello start, and it's done that once. Notice the order they've appeared in as well. That's quite important as we just look at this next bit. So what we've got is we've got two functions that run once when a scene is loaded. However, this awake function will run, and it runs before the start function. It will run once whether the script is turned on or not. Start will run once when the script is enabled. I'm just going to show you that now. Let's clear that. So on this script holder, we've got the start and awake script here. I'm going to turn that off. So that is no longer running. When I press play to start it, notice how it still writes hello awake and has done it once. So that means that even though this script is turned off, this awake function is still going to run. If I turn it back on, both the awake and the start will run. Okay, so that's very, very useful for if you want to set things up before scripts are activated. There you go. Did you see that again? I'll just show you that one more time. So if I press play, I can set up ammo or load stuff or get things to happen, and then I can have a script that actually sets the script to active, and when I turn it on here, that start function runs and it writes hello start. So the difference between the two is the start function here only runs when the script is turned on, and it runs once. Awake only runs once as well, but will run whether the script is turned on or not.